How are we doing? Hope that we are all well. Happy Sunday evening. Here we go, episode 28 of the Always Better Than Yesterday interview sessions. There we go. Let me just send a couple of invites. Let me just appreciate you for joining. If you're catching up on replay or on the podcast, just let me know. Hashtag replay. And let me reach out and connect. So I hope that we are doing well. I hope that we are doing really well. I'm just going to send a few invites, and my guest is good to go already. That is a positive sign. If you watched my interview last week with Brian from LeaderSurf, you know that we had a lot of technical issues. Now, the fact that my guest has already requested to join is a very positive sign, and so a couple of invites going out. Let me just show you my rocking the Christmas t-shirt or the Christmas jumper. Last interview session before Christmas. If this is the first time you've ever joined an Always Better Than Yesterday interview session, let me just say thank you. Thank you for joining. I appreciate you. They are all about understanding the mindset behind inspiring and successful people. I've been very fortunate to interview 27 people up to now, and lots of varying backgrounds. Lots of different perspectives, walks of life, and I've loved it. I've loved connecting with awesome human beings, and tonight is no different. In fact, tonight is even more epic. And there you go, a couple more invites gone. And I'm going to explain how I've got in touch. So basically, I am a big UFC fan. I love the UFC. Huge Conor McGregor fan. Love that guy's mindset. That guy has ridiculous mindset. And I was watching The Ultimate Fighter season 27, and this guy was on there. His name is John Gunther, and there was just something about him. I just loved the way that he had such character, and the way he showed up, even in his post-match interviews or post-fight interviews, were just fascinating to listen to. And I thought, that is a guy that I would love to speak to. And I didn't think much more of it, if I'm honest. I thought, oh yeah, that'll never happen. The guy's gone on and he's now fought in the UFC. And I followed him on Instagram for a little while, and I just thought, you know what, I'm just going to reach out to him and go, John, love what you do, or something like that. I'd love to interview you about your mindset. And here we go. Episode 28 is going to be with John Gunther. UFC fighter. Let's do this. Let me bring him on. Hopefully he's still there. So if you've got some questions, make sure you put them in below. Do share it. Do share this video. Appreciate that. So hopefully this will still work. It's always the suspense when I see the flashing adding button. We will make this work. Hello, my friend.
Hey, I saw your shirt. I got my Delani Perry Fight Star
Reppin'.
shirt, Christmas star shirt on here.
Amazing. How are you, my friend?
Great. How about you?
Very good, very good. Can you do me the honor and the privilege of introducing your good self
I feel
to
like
the...
I'm looking at the wrong camera or something. What? Sorry, what'd you
I
say?
say, can you introduce yourself to the watchers and listeners that have joined us?
Oh,
Frozen. Just waiting for the connection to come back. Oh, let's see. I think he's dropped off. So we've lost connection already. It's fine. It's fine. We will make this work. See what I can see. It's screen. It's frozen in an awesome place. So John's disappeared. I can't re-add him. So I'll see what's happening. I'll hold fire for a couple of minutes. At least he came by to say hello. At least he came by to say hello. What upcoming fights does he have? What upcoming fights do we have? I am being tested recently. You are right. Facebook is having a lot of fun with me recently. So John's back online. It won't let me add him just yet. So if you're watching, John, get your phone landscape, and I shall bring you back on, my friend. We'll get this done. Facebook, you are sent to test. I appreciate you for your platform. You are making me work for it. Aloha from Hawaii. Oh, my Lord. Oh, my favourite place in the world. Joseph Howard, how are you doing? How are you doing? This is... Come on. Let's get John back on. So I can see him. He's watching. It just won't let me bring him on at the moment. So if you've got your phone, mate, there we go. John wants to be on the video. Let's try again, shall we? Let's try again. So while we're waiting, if you click our faces and push the share button, that would be massively appreciated. Let's get as many people joining as possible. And hopefully we'll give you a great conversation. Hopefully I'm loud and clear. You can hear me all right. It's adding slowly but surely. Definitely. I agree with you, Scott. Hello, my friend. Welcome back.
Hey, sorry. I knew it was going too good.
There we go. I've got you
I knew
back.
I couldn't be listening.
How's your signal?
I heard I heard I got and then pause and then how's your signal? But I think I'm good now, maybe.
There we go. Fantastic. Yeah, so please do introduce yourself. Let everybody know who you are, what you do.
Okay. My name's John Gunther. I try to fight. I try to shear alpacas. Getting better every day.
Love that.
And
Love that.
That's it.
So there's so much more to your story than you're giving away. So just tell us a little bit more about your journey to the UFC. Tell me a little bit about what it's taken to get you there.
Oh no, my phone's. Yeah. So I just got started late. Shoot, it's pausing. Am I still on?
Yeah, man. I still got you.
Hello? Sorry. I don't know what kinds of things are going on. Yeah, I got started a little later, but I didn't know about MMA until a little later in life. Once I found it, it's like amazing. It's like this human chess match where people are, there's 1,000 different ways to win and so many different variables. So it's fascinating. And so I've just been focusing on MMA since I found it.
Yeah, that's amazing. And for you, what's it taken to get you there? What hard work, discipline, sacrifices have you had to make along the way to get to the top?
It's really kind of crazy because for me, I kind of expected that it's going to be a lot harder, to get here. I figured I'm going to be working away. I have friends that they fought forever, they fought all the toughest guys. They've had a couple hard losses and then you get out of position. And really, I was just incredibly fortunate. I've only been doing this 7 years and I just was incredibly fortunate with like winning the right fights and getting on the show and stuff. And then once I got on the show, even though I lost, like somehow I've just been incredibly fortunate, really. I mean,
yeah, I remember watching that, and it was it was quite quick, wasn't it? The submission, and it was. How do you come back from that? What goes through your mind, and how do you come back from
that? For me, like there wasn't really anything to come back from because I didn't know that.
Yeah.
It wasn't like with my last fight, right? I made huge strategic errors, right? So I can be like, oh, okay, this was definitely your fault. these are some things we can fix. We need to work on these things. With that first fight, it was just so fast. We knew I'd been getting away with a bad habit, sticking my head there for a while, so we can change that. But besides that, there's not really much I could learn from it, you know.
Mm.
And I'm super confident, so it wasn't like it wasn't hurting my confidence or
Mm-hmm.
anything.
What gives you your confidence?
I just know that I'm working harder than any of these other guys,
Mm.
so that kind of gives you some confidence. And maybe I don't know, maybe just I'm just arrogant naturally. I don't know. It's not always good because sometimes it can bite
Mm.
you. Uh, Sometimes you can be overconfident and like underestimate
Mm-hmm.
people. And it's about finding this balance where you give the guy enough respect, but then also don't don't uh, don't give him too much
Yeah.
respect, or it keeps you from doing things that you could do.
Yeah. I mean, what's been some of the lessons you've learned? Like, what are some of the things that you've learned in the ring about yourself and about or your mindset? You know.
Every time you put yourself in a difficult situation, you learn so much. Just because that's when we grow as human beings. Is when we're placed in difficulty
Mm.
and struggle is what makes us stronger. So, I when I first started fighting, I was like kind of afraid of it. I was like, oh, this seems like something really scary. So I thought, well, I'm going to try it. And then every time you get in there, you get calmer in the face of,
Mm.
it's this crazy situation where another guy's trying to like take you
Yeah.
out, and there's all these people around yelling, and you're in front of it, you know. And the biggest thing you're afraid of is like
Mm.
losing, not necessarily like getting beat up. And
Wow.
so it's just a weird situation. And anytime you put yourself in strange situations, that's when you grow.
Mm. Yeah. Your on your Facebook it says learn to enjoy pain and life will be wonderful. What's that all about?
I don't know. I just I thought that was kind of like if you kind of embrace pain, if you look at pain as something like this is gonna be hard.
Mm.
Uh, I see guys like they'll go into a workout and they'll think like, oh, this is gonna be terrible, and they'll start talking, and it affects your performance. Like
Mm.
if you have that attitude like this is easy. If you look at attitudes are so powerful,
Yeah.
right? Um, so anytime you see like someone with like a good attitude, you can emulate that attitude, and it can drastically change, you know, your performance in
Mm.
life. So like when you look at a guy like uh, who's the guy that just fought Conor McGregor, the boxer,
Oh, Mayweather.
Mayweather, right?
Mm.
He's got like a saying, and maybe it's a stupid saying, but he's like, all work is easy work, right?
Mm.
That's a mindset though.
Mm.
That's if I'm doing this workout, this is an easy workout. So if I approach pain like I like it,
Yeah.
even if it's not true, like even if I'm lying to myself, I'm gonna be able to push through it more effectively.
Yeah. I love that. You I saw you on a post fight interview and after the UFC 25 and you I think you said I want to do this for another 25 years. I take it you love it.
Yeah, I love it, and I feel like so many guys talk about how they want to like finish on top, like GSP,
Mm.
or like retire undefeated and stuff. I feel like that's wrong. I feel like that's no way to go. Like if you're a fighter, it's all about overcoming adversity
Mm.
and struggle. And I feel like it's almost wrong to go out on top. Like you, the only right way to leave is like beaten up, is like to be dragged out of that position, clawing and kicking,
Yeah.
because like you owe it to the guys below you too,
Yeah.
like to take that spot.
What
So
does
I
what
I,
does fighting give
I
you?
feel
Why do you
like
love
I want to do this as long as I can.
amazing? What does fighting give you? I mean, why do you love it so much?
I just think it's one of the hardest things that we as humans can do is go in there and just like try as hard as we can and to defeat another person. So anytime you put yourself in a difficult situation, you're going to grow. So that if I can put myself in the most difficult situation that I can find, I'm going to grow more as a
Mm.
human more quickly. And it's just fascinating. The whole game, there's 10,000 different ways to win or lose. It's not like checkers. It's like chess, or even more complex.
Mm.
Like the amount of creativity that you can use. I could come up with a new way to win, a new strategy tomorrow, and it could revolutionize everything. Or we could see something new every time I watch it. I could be seeing something new that's never been done before, and just a different take on it.
Yeah.
So it's really a fascinating sport.
Mm. I love it. And for you then, because obviously you talked a little about shearing alpacas. Tell me a bit more about that. And do you seem to love that as well?
Yeah, I want to do 10,000 different things, but we only have a limited amount of time, unfortunately. So I gotta kind of pick what I want to be good at.
Mm.
Uh, but yeah, I started when I was 17. I just started traveling around the country, and I cut animals' hair. They're like fuzzy, woolly giraffes.
Yeah.
I just travel around and make them look like poodles.
So does this might sound like a strange question, so bear with me. But if you love fighting in UFC and you love shearing alpacas, is there anything that connects them? Is there something that both experiences give you?
Um, I like that. I like that the UFC gives me like the opportunity to travel, and meet a lot of different people. That's cool. And um, hmm, I mean, at the time when I started cheering, it was hard because like I've always been shy, so I'm afraid to talk to people and stuff. So it forced me to like go
Mm.
out and talk with the customers and like so it builds you as a human. So now you can kind of somewhat get by talking to people
Mm.
and interacting. So I just like things that grow me.
So we've got Scott McKinnon. He's asking about how your unicorn egg selling is going. I guess that's a private joke.
Oh, oh, the egg business is booming. Uh, if anyone is interested in some unicorn eggs, it's much cheaper to buy an egg and just hatch it than to acquire a full blown unicorn. So
I saw on another recent interview as well. You talk about sleeping on the floor. I mean, what does that really give you? What's the thinking behind that?
Uh, there's not really a lot of thinking behind it. It's just I just started, sleeping on the floor, and then I uh, people I don't know, and then I've never really had any type of issues with my back or anything,
Mm.
and I think it's because I used to shear sheep too,
Hmm.
and so I'd lean over all day, like bent over, in what people would tell you is a bad position for your back. But I think if you use things, you don't lose them, right? Everyone talks about like retiring and stuff. Some of the strongest people I see, like old people, are the guys that don't have the money to retire,
Mm.
and they're still doing their job, and they're out there at 80 laying block and stuff.
Mm.
And I've worked with these guys, and when I was 17, there was a 70-year-old that he laid block and he beat me arm wrestling. I feel like if you keep using those muscles, they don't
Yeah.
deteriorate. And so just like or your mind, if you quit using your mind, it's going to deteriorate. So I feel like if I'm sleeping on the floor, my muscles are having to keep my back
Mm.
aligned instead of like the bed supporting it.
Yeah.
So I think it's good to keep using those.
Love that. What's next for you in your immediate goals? What's 2019 got in store for you, for John Gunther?
Well, my not I my last fight I tore my ACL, so I'm I'm trying to heal up. That's try to get this leg rehabbed as fast as
Mm.
possible. You can see how fat I am. I got my little chub on my face, but yeah, try to heal my leg up and
What's the mental side
as
behind
quickly as
injuries then? I mean,
possible.
injuries are obviously part of the sport. How do you deal with the mental side of being injured?
Yeah, I always thought I was like, eventually I'm gonna tear my ACL, so I gotta. Every time I'd get tired and I'd want to take a break or something.
Mm.
I'd be like, man, I wish I could go travel or do something cool. I'd be like, no, just keep training. Eventually you'll get injured, and then then you'll have a chance for a vacation.
Yeah.
So I figured I can get a vacation now that I can like I can go. I was thinking I should go to like drive. I always wanted to like drive through Mexico and just drive through South
Yeah.
America. There's like a weird little spot in the rainforest where it's not really connected by a road, but I thought there's got to be a way to get through there. But so I always wanted to do that. So I was thinking maybe I'll do that
Amazing.
while I'm healing up. But I don't know. Like I got cut open Monday, and I was walking today, so I don't know. Maybe I can just duct tape the two legs together and just play jujitsu or something. I'm thinking I might be able to figure a way
You love
around
it.
this. We'll
You
see.
love it, don't you? You've got a question here. It says, if you could fight one person, who would it be?
Um, I mean, I'd want to fight Khabib because I think
Hmm.
I'd want to fight the toughest guy
Yeah.
and just see how I do, But in order to get to that spot, I have to beat a lot of people.
Mm.
So um,
Am-
we'll see.
Amazing. Love that. My ethos with my mindset coaching is about being always better than yesterday. If I say those words, always better than yesterday, what does that really mean to you?
Always better. Um, I think it sounds like a good goal to
Mm.
me. Uh, I don't know. At some point, it's weird to think about, but like when you get old, maybe it's not achievable, but still, I mean, you're better in some way because even if your physical performance is down or
Mm.
something, like you're still uh, like there's other ways there's other ways around.
Mm.
Maybe you up your technique or something.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a good
I think you touched on it earlier as well around kind of
goal.
you learn from your losses and learn as you go really. And for me, that mindset of learning and reflecting and tweaking is always better than yesterday for me. Um, how can people follow your journey? Where can people connect with you at?
They can follow me on Blind on Instagram and on Facebook at John the Machine Gunther and on Twitter at John Gunther
Mm,
MMA or something.
yeah, amazing. So we'll share those links in this. And I just want to say thank you for coming on.
Oh,
It's
thank
been a
you.
real privilege to connect with you and hear a bit more about you. And um, I always enjoy seeing you on the telly, on YouTube, or whatever it might be. I think you're a unique character, and I think you're a great part of the UFC. It's been great to talk with you tonight and or this afternoon. Whereabouts are you at the moment in the US?
I went to my parents' house because I got my leg cut open and
Yeah,
I wasn't able to walk there for a little bit. Got my uh my, my mom's dog here. I don't know if you can see it.
yeah, having a snooze.
Just yeah, I got to keep my leg elevated. It keeps filling up with like fluid and stuff.
Ouch.
So like trying to just keep it lifted. Every time like I'll walk or I'll like do like exercises, I'm trying to like rehab it and but then it gets all filled with fluid, so it's hard to bend and stuff.
Wow.
But
Well, I hope you have a good
but I
break
don't
over the
know.
Christmas and New Year period. I hope you heal well, and I hope you get yourself a vacation too.
Hopefully, yeah. I was thinking I'd get a I like do something crazy, do something fun, but I don't know. I don't know. It might be. It's feeling like pretty good. So it was for a while there. It was so much pain, and I don't like to take pain pills because I don't know. I just feel like you want to like feel how it feels, and it like that pain kind of helps you, you know. But I actually was a bit of a pansy. I took some ibuprofen a couple times because it was like I couldn't sleep. I was just like, but
it's been fascinating to get to know you a bit better, my friend.
Now.
I really, really appreciate it, and I hope you have a wonderful Christmas and New Year.
You too. Thank you.
And guys, girls, for checking in and watching, please do push our faces right now. Push the share button. Really appreciate this video landing in the inbox of the one person that you believe needs to see it or hear it. Appreciate everything that you guys have given the community in the last 6 months. Episode 28, and we've got one more of the year, and let's make it a good one. So, John, I appreciate you, brother. Have a great 2019.
You too. Thank you.